What's up, guys? I hope you're having a great day. So today I will be showing you a small trick on how to grind battle royale in order to get the new Ruin Industrial Revolution skin. I've seen it. It's pretty sick. It looks really nice as well. It's actually better than the previous skin. I think it's the Ruin Jungle. So what you do is you jump onto launch base. Okay, I know launch base is not one of the best places to be. So at the start of the game anyways, what you do is you jump onto launch base and you get two towers in the middle of launch base. So you get sniped most of the time from there. So what you do is you literally jump onto one of those two towers. There'll be one on the left and one on the right. So you jump onto one of those two towers and make sure just like that you jump onto the top of it. And sometimes you might get guns, sometimes the loot depends, in the sense changes from game to game. So this time I got AS-17. I think it's the first time I got a good gun over here on the top. Sometimes I do get RUS. So what you do is you camp in the middle of launch base, in the sense on top of the tower of launch base, and what you do is you go fully prone. So what happens over here is that the first few minutes of the game, in the sense the first 5 to 10 minutes of the game, is pretty boring, because what you do is you keep running around and getting a loot and trying to expand your loot in order to kill the other enemies and stuff like that. So what you literally do is you jump onto the middle of launch base, just like I said before, onto one of the two towers and prone fully. So sometimes there can be opponents, in the sense other players will jump onto the other side of the tower and try to shoot you down if they get a gun as well. So what you do is you literally stay in the corner and prone. So do not go on to the other step and prone, to stay on the step which is much more lower. And this trick, so what you do is you stay down over here until the zone shrinks. So sometimes, so in my case right now I'm a little bit away from the zone, but what you do is make sure that once the zone starts shrinking and towards the closer end of the zone, in the sense towards the latter part of the zone shrinking, what you do is you jump out of this location. So this is the main strategy on how to grind battle royale, if you're not that interested in playing it, because I'm not a huge fan of battle royale as well. I'm just playing it for the skin, because I'm a huge fan of that Ruin Industrial skin, and it looks pretty nice, and I'm more about collecting skins and guns when it comes to this game, and it gives you a really nice look as well. I'm also grinding the ranked multiplayer session to, in the sense, games in order to get the Man of War. I know the Man of War is not that good, but I just want to test it out and see, because it's a free-to-play version, and we haven't, in the sense I haven't got the previous edition that was released in the lucky draw, if I'm right. And speaking of lucky draws, I do know that there were a few bundles that were released quite recently, the Fusion Core bundle as well as the HVK bundle and stuff like that. So these bundles let you get the skins and the guns for a very low amount of CP, in the sense you don't have to spend thumping amounts in the draws in order to get it. So yeah, there were a few friends of mine who got it, but unfortunately I did not get it. So let's see if Call of Duty decides to change this in the future updates. So yeah, so let me just go ahead and rewind this video, because I've been camping for quite some time over here. So give me a few minutes. Alright, so I will quickly check the map right now, and yeah, I could see that the zone is shrinking and it's getting pretty close. So what you do is you quickly jump up to the left side, or if you're on the other side, to the right side, and quickly jump down over there, and then you find two guns. So sometimes you might find some health clips or some kind of gun, even a shotgun. So what you do is you check onto the side as to what actually you check onto what side the zone is shrinking, and you jump onto that side. Sometimes you might jump onto the left, or sometimes you might jump onto the right. So in my case I jumped this way, And also an important thing, you use the scout as your main class. So what you do is, with the scout you'll be able to see if there are any opponents in the vicinity of the area, and you could go ahead and take them out. So what you do is quickly jump on the left and quickly jump onto the side that the zone is shrinking, and then quickly collect some guns, as well as loot, if you do not have any loot, as well as health packs. And what you do is, this strategy is mostly, it's a single player strategy. So what you do is, and also by using the scout you'll be able to identify where enemies are. So what you do mainly is, you do not try to take out enemies, but what you do is you try and camp most of the time and make sure. So okay, there's an enemy over there, so just trying to take him out. Okay, my accuracy is pretty bad. Oh my god, I just jumped to the side. Okay, take that guy out, because I had to take him out because I needed some loot. So make sure you take out a guy who is not actually looking at you, in the sense who's targeting you. Alright, so get some loot by defeating a player, and then make sure you get into a house and get your health back up, and make sure that you're all fully ready to go once you get an opponent to defeat them. So what I'm doing over here is I'm hitting some hemostatic vials in order to get my health up, and go and close this door also. Okay, and make sure that, because when you close the doors, it's tough for in the sense, if someone opens the door you could hear the door opening and you could shoot them. Okay, so that's one of the main important things with regards to the doors. But if they jump from the windows, of course you might get caught up, but then again make sure that the glasses in the windows are already in the sense not damaged, so that you could hear them coming in. So now the zone is shrinking, so what I have to do is just get out of here. Okay, so I've got a type 25 plus an ASM 10. Okay, and my health is 88. I wish I had a brilliant shot so that I could get 150 HP. Oops, I'm getting shot. Where is this guy? Oh, where is this guy? Oh, he's behind the stove. Take him out. Okay, the recoil of the SM10 has increased. Have they nerfed the gun? Seems like they've nerfed the gun. Okay, let's try and take that guy out. Yeah, he was sliding all over the place. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so I'll go and get his loot as well. So I'll go and take the M4, because the type 25 does good damage close range. However, the M4 is one of the better guns for battle royale because of its accuracy and range. Yeah, so go ahead and get some ammo, and the zone will be shrinking in 30 seconds. So always keep in mind of as to what time the zone will be shrinking, and then keep charging up front as well. So this is my ploy, guys, in order to go ahead and grind battle royale, because even if you lose, even at this stage, even with 44 people, you get at least 5 to 10 XP, because you're playing single mode, and you won't lose much XP, and it's pretty easy for you to get into the top, rather say 20 or 15, because you camped during the initial session. Because, and if you all actually fall into the zone while you're camping in launch base, in the sense if the zone is shrinking into launch base, there is a very high possibility that you will be down, in the sense there will be only 40 players remaining towards the end of the game. So I can see a guy over there, so I'm not gonna take the fight to him or challenge him, because he's too far, and if I do shoot him, I would also send out a alert to all of the other enemies in the area as well, because they would hear my gunshots. I'm not using a suppressor. So what you do is, the main ploy of this is to camp and stay in hiding and not take the fight to most of the enemies, because you're playing single player, right? So it's mostly about waiting. Okay, keep camping and waiting during the entire game. And so this time this is shrinking towards a Sakura, and there you go. I put out the so there you go. That's a guy going over there. So he's pretty much in close range, so I could take him out. All right, so shoot him over there. Yes, you take him out, because the most important thing with BR is not getting the kills. It's mostly about survivability. So you need to get into a respectable amount of in the sense rank in order to get good XP. In the sense you should be in the top 30 survivors if possible, but you get the best loot once you're down to 20, and 20 and lower. So yeah, so what I'm doing over here is, yeah, I take this and I camp over here in the corner so that I won't be attacked by any of the other opponents, and it's tough for them to find me because the only shots that they could take is from the house in front, and if not, a sniper from far away. But I'm taking a risk over here and I'm camping in this house because I'm just trying to stay here for 1 minute, and once the zone shrinks I'll be getting out of here. So let me see, I think there are a few more players. So yeah, so this is my ploy, guys. Okay, so there's a guy right next to me. I think he's coming upstairs. Okay, and I will be in a pretty commandable position to take him out. So you open the door, I can hear the footsteps. There he is. So I just took him out over there. So yeah, so that's the ploy, guys. You keep camping and you play single player. You keep camping, you reload your guns and move forward with the entire game. So thanks a lot for watching. So I just wanted to share this with you for all of you guys who wants to grind BR quickly and get the match. And if you guys are pretty occupied with most of the stuff that you do, this is a pretty easy method by camping during the most part of the game, rather than playing the game just to get this ruin industrial skin. I actually, to be honest, really do not like the battle royale unless of course I'm playing it with friends, and the only issue with playing with friends is that the amount of XP you get is a bit less, and when you play single player the XP is pretty high. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I will conclude my video from here because I will be going in front, and then I think, if I'm right, I do die with 13 players remaining as well. So I'll just fast forward this video for you guys to see as to how towards the latter part of the video as to how it went through. And yeah, so I hope you find this video pretty helpful. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a good day. Bye bye.